Hello and welcome to the Daily Royal. My name is Shelby and I have been a royal watcher for the past 10 years. In this podcast, I talk about the daily events of 7 of the European monarchies. So I talk about Belgium, the UK, Denmark, the Netherlands, Norway, Spain, and Sweden. I upload Monday through Friday with occasional bonus episodes here and there. Today we are going to be talking about the events-ish from Thursday, December 16th and Friday, December 17th of 2021. Happy last regular podcast of the year, and I think last podcast of the year. Actually, I keep saying last regular one, but I'm not recording again until January 1st. So here's the deal. There's very little that happened in the past 2 days, as expected. I was not going to do a podcast, and then I'm sitting here, it's 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, you know what, it's my last one of the year, I should probably do it. So here I am, just doing the thing. The thing is, there's not that much to talk about. It's fine, it's just, there's not that much to talk about. So we're just going to do a quick one-shot, no editing kind of situation where I just talk about the very few events that went on, because that's where we're at in the year. Now, I will say there are some events next week. As you know, I am not working on the podcast next week or the week after, but there are some things going on that I have not decided, but I may save and post onto the website and Instagram at a later date. There certainly will not be timely updates, but I don't really want to have a huge calendar gap in those places. So, we'll see. It's just, we'll see what happens. I honestly haven't set up my rules for my vacation time. I'm still working my day job for at least the week of Christmas. I am on a full vacation the week between Christmas and New Year, no places, and I'm very excited about it. However, it's a little weird. So I just haven't decided what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do, what boundaries I'm putting in place and stuff. I will do that later on. So technically I still have some podcasts behind the scenes work to do up until Sunday. So anyway, that's that. It's been a day for me, just personally. Been a 48 hours? That's a weird thing to say, though. So it's been a day. Really, it's been a week. So here's the thing. Nothing going on in Belgium. No idea if the Christmas concert is happening. At this point, I'm starting to think no. I could be wrong, but I'm starting to think no. It's just a weird time with a pandemic. And we'll talk about that a little. Well, we can talk about it now. There's a lot of cancellations happening. So in January, Norway was supposed to hold events to mark Princess Ingrid Alexandra's 18th birthday. That did not. Those have been canceled or postponed, I think. I think the official term they are using is postponed. I don't know when they are postponed to, but they are postponed, which is great. The Danish Royal House has canceled. Hold on. What did they just cancel? Queen Margretha's Jubilee. Sorry, I'm kind of expecting the events surrounding Crown Princess Mary's birthday to also be canceled, but they haven't announced that yet. So things are just getting canceled again, and of course they should be, because the alternative is not canceling things and getting in trouble, and having a huge public opinion shift. So, that's happened. So, it'll be 2022 will be interesting. So let's just jump in with the British royal family. So yesterday, the Prince of Wales visited the Royal Navy College, Dartmouth, which is where Charles himself attended. He did like a 6-week training course. The Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, attended Dartmouth as well. That is when he started his naval career before he was a member of the British royal family. So that was lovely. In his visit, Charles gave a speech where he talked about that is where his parents met, which is true. So the story is when Queen Elizabeth was 13, I think, and she was Princess Elizabeth. Her mother and father went to Royal College at Dartmouth, Royal Naval College, and Prince Philip, given that he was a member of a royal family and had like some aristocratic tendencies because of the nature of who he was born in, like the family he was born into, which was Greece and Denmark. But he was a member of the Greek royal family until it was deposed. That he would be kind of like a good person for Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret to spend some time with. And then, here we are many, many, many years later, a wonderful story between the two of them, a wonderful life. And so Charles just mentioned that, and I thought that was really lovely. So that was great. And that was the event going on in the UK. Then we have our cancellation in Denmark. So I don't really want to talk about this too much because I haven't really formulated my thoughts. There were events going on in the Netherlands. I am not talking about them. I am on a mental break from the Dutch royal family. For those who don't know, because it started to like penetrate mainstream media in terms of like royal gossip rags and stuff like that. King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima hosted a birthday party for Amalia. Totally understandable. However, the Dutch government had made the recommendation that like parties not be more than 4 people from outside the household in a time of a second lockdown situation, in a time with Omicron just being what it is, and the pandemic and cold and flu season just kind of raging. Amalia's birthday party had like 20, I think the official number is 21. So I was going to round up and say 25, but I think the official number is 21. I am not happy about it. They have had to release like another statement saying, yes, we were wrong, which being wrong once, okay. Being wrong twice, still not great. Being wrong for 3 times in a row, come on. This is the 3rd time they have had to issue a statement about not following the correct anythings. Are you kidding me? So I'm on a break because I'm infuriated. While Amalia is an adult, she is a very new adult, and I will never criticize her until she is a paid member of the royal family. I'm annoyed. So, I'm on a break. So they had some things. There are plenty of resources out there that talk about the Dutch royal family if you are like super invested. Do I expect that they will come back in 2022? Yes. Right now, I'm not 100% sure on that because I'm very angry. Because I just don't understand why it's this hard. Like, I just don't understand. But I digress, and we're moving back into daily events. So we're going to go to Norway now, where on Thursday, Crown Princess Mette-Marit visited a vaccination center. that is doing like third doses or boosters, whatever they are called in Norway, of the vaccine. So, Norway has been doing a staggered production of their boosters. The US did something similar until we got to we did 65 and older for a good couple months, and then it was just anyone 18 and up, here's your booster. Go get it. Find it and go get it. So we didn't do a lot of staggering after a while. And so now it's just everybody's turn to start getting vaccinated in Norway after they're staggered down from very elderly to now, I think 18 to 45 or 18 to 40 is the age range they're working with right now for their boosters. So anyway, she visited, she talked about the importance of vaccination, and she learned about how the organization is working, the procedures and stuff like that at this particular vaccination center, because of course, Norway, much like the rest of the world, is struggling with a pandemic situation of it all. So, that is where we are there. I will say, remember that this was supposed to be Crown Prince Hakon's event, but he is, I believe, still in quarantine after exposure. I don't know what the Norwegian rules are about quarantine, but after exposure to COVID. So in the last I had heard, he had no symptoms, and so therefore either isn't getting tested or will test in a certain period of the quarantine. I don't know each country's specific situation. So anyway, that's Norway. Very lovely, wonderful. They also have some events next week, but not a lot. So then we get to Spain, where I correctly predicted that they would release their Christmas card on Thursday, which they did. I just assumed that was the first day of this week without an event, so let's produce it, let's do that then. It was a lovely family photograph of King Felipe, Queen Letizia, and Princess Leonor, and Infanta Sofia, so that was beautiful and lovely. I don't know, it was just cute, and for the past few years, they've released photos of, that were press, you saw the event that they took them at, and so it was kind of nice this year. It was, a specific photo card shoot, Christmas card shoot, versus, just a press photo on an engagement, so I loved that. It made it a little more personal, so that was really nice. So that was Spain. They also have events next week, which shocked me. It shouldn't have. They have been known to work up until, I think they're working up until maybe just the 20th, which I think is possibly Monday. So they have events on Monday and then nothing, and so we'll see them on Monday, and then not until January 6th. In theory, that's how that's going to go. So that was that. And then in Sweden, King Carl Gustaf did his final day at the World Expo in Dubai. So this day he was there for a briefer amount of time, just visiting different pavilions. So he visited the South Korean pavilion, the United States pavilion, Germany and Egypt, I think, were the other two. There weren't any pictures or anything released of that, but that is what he was up to, and not a lot going on for the rest of Sweden. So, yeah, that's the episode. I know this one was super duper chill, but hey, I did it. I would like to applaud myself for not stopping in the beginning of December. And when I come back, it'll be January 1st. And by then I will have a plan of what at least January looks like. So, we're getting there. So I will talk to you all in 2022. Have a fantastic Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Fantastic New Year. And I will be back on January 1st. I'll probably record and upload just right away and release it, so it'll go up on the 1st. But it'll be kind of late, but it'll still be the 1st here. But maybe not for any of you who are in Europe, because I don't typically record until after midnight in Europe. But so that is when I will return, and I will talk to you all then. Have a fantastic holiday season. Bye.